So on page 107, I want to take some time to work through this one together because it is continuing that new meter that we just learned. And also it has quite a few places where the hand is moving, and I want to just help you with some practice strategies. As always, if you want some one-on-one practice with this, please reach out. I'm happy to FaceTime, happy to set up a Zoom to work on this with you. It's a fun piece. I think you'll enjoy it. So taking a look at the information we're given at the beginning of the piece, I have 4 sharps. So again, taking a look at my last sharp on D sharp, going up half a step tells me that I'm going to have the key of E, or the tonic of E. My time signature is that new meter that we're working on, 6/8. So 6 beats in a measure, remembering that that 8th note gets 1 beat. So divide this piece in half when you're working, because you've got the first 2 lines that are very similar in rhythm and in texture, and then the second 2 lines are very similar in rhythm and the coordination and the melody. So let's take a look at the first 2 lines first. So looking at your counting, let's just count through it. In fact, let's go ahead and just tap our hands through it. So remember, in this meter of 6/8, your dotted quarter note is going to be worth 3 beats because there's 3 eighth notes in there. So my rhythm, clapping both hands here, going through these first 2 lines, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, tie, 2, rest. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, tie, 2, rest. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, rest. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's where I would break it. So looking in your music, right here, I would put a line. Give yourself a line, because that's where the beginning of the next section is going to go. So once you have the rhythm figured out here, now let's take a look at the notes. So taking a look at both hands, are they moving in contrary or parallel motion? They're moving in parallel motion, so you know that helps you out a lot because you can just read if they're going up or down. Here's the point that I want you to be careful about. Yes, it's parallel motion, but it's not the same letter name in each hand. So make sure that you aren't hearing the same note in each hand. Let's build our patterns and see what notes they do start on. So if I'm building the key of E in my right hand, tonic, whole, whole, half, whole. The first note for my right hand is a G sharp on finger 3. Then I step down, and then I step down. And there's that tie. The next 2 measures are a direct repeat. Finger 3, down, down. Okay, let's build that left hand. Tonic 5 on E, whole, whole, half, whole. My left hand is starting on what letter name? It's that space above my staff in left or in bass clef, so it's a B. B is on my thumb. So here's what I was cautioning you about. Be careful that you don't start both of those hands on fingers 3. It's a thumb in the left hand. Down, down. Be careful that G is sharp from your key signature. Next 2 measures, same thing. Thumb, down, down. Okay, now let's try putting that together. So we have a thumb in our left and a 3 in our right. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, step down, 2, 3, step down, 2, 3, 4, 5, because of the tie. Rest, same notes. 3 in the right, thumb in the left. Step down, step down, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm ready for the second line. Take a look at the second line. What note is the right hand starting on this time? It's not a G sharp, it's one line higher, so the right hand starting on a B with finger 5, step down, watch your rhythm here. You've got that 8th note on beat 6, make sure your G is sharp. Second line, your left hand, it's not starting on a B anymore, it's on that top space, which is your G sharp. So once again, your hands are parallel motion, but they're not the same letter name. So second line, I should have a 5 in my right and a 3 in my left. Second line, together, they both step down. The right hand has a beat 6 to play by itself, and then they both step down, 2, 3, 4, 5, rest. Finger 5 in the right, 3 in the left. They both step down. Beat 6, step down. Then I would stop. So I would stop the video here and I would go back and I would practice those 2 lines, maybe for a couple days until they feel really secure. When you're ready, now let's take a look at the second 2 lines. So the first thing I want you to look at is the last note on the second line for the right hand. So here's an instance where all of a sudden I've got a finger number coming out of the blue. We've talked about that for a couple different pieces. That's a red flag going up. You're going to have to move. And that's what happens. They're saying finger 2. Finger 2 up until this point for these 8 measures was always on F sharp. This is a lot higher than F sharp. Third line is going to take me to a B. So write yourself a note there. Right hand is moving. Finger 2 to B. Now if my finger 2 is on B, we have to find what notes the rest of the hand is going to be on. So you have to think about your key signature. Your thumb would be on A. 3 is going to be a C sharp because of your key signature. D is going to be a sharp because of your key signature. Your pinky would be on E. So my right hand, when I move to get to the hand position for the last 2 lines, is A, B, C sharp, D sharp, E. What tends to happen is a lot of people do not want to put a D sharp in there because they want it to look like a tonic A. But this piece isn't in A, it's in E. So remember, when you move, you can't spell tonic whole, whole, half, whole. You have to look at your key signature. So once you're set here, white, white, black, black, white. Let's see if we can go ahead with just our melody. Finger 2 going into the third line. E, same, down, down, up, up, B, 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 E, D sharp, C sharp, D sharp, E, B. Last line. I'm on the B, stepping down to the A. Now look at the next note. It's a finger 3. That would be going higher. But if I look at my staff, that next note is a step lower. So it means my finger 3 needs to cross over, just like you saw in Dip Your Bread Marie. Now, question, is it going to a G or a G sharp? G sharp, because of your key signature. Then uncurl your hand, 2 on F sharp, thumb on E. It may take you a couple days to get that right hand feeling secure. Once it does, then you're ready to add the left hand in. The left hand does not move. The left hand stays in that E position that it was in for the first 2 lines. You read it by interval. So if I'm looking at the third line, left hand, it's interval of 3. Don't forget the G sharp. Interval of 2, interval of 3. And it's simply going back and forth between those intervals of 2 and 3. I'm going to play the whole piece for you so that you can hear it from the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. my right hand moves. Here's where my right hand crosses over.